This might be the least professional video I have ever created for you, but I had passion in my heart and I grabbed my camera, I'm wearing my hoodie, and I'm just going for it. For those of you who are new, I am Rachel Town. I am an author, a motivational speaker, a success coach, a mom, and someone who's really passionate on helping others. And today I want to share with you my journey going from negative Nancy to where I am now. I have been called many things. Mostly I'm a little weird because I see the silver lining on every freaking cloud. I refuse to be brought down to a negative level. I refuse. But let me share with you. So years ago, I actually would rather have sat in sorrow and misery over things that were not good that were happening to me. My son was an infant at the time. He just turned 15 2 days ago, but he was an infant at the time. My husband and I were poor. I was working on my master's degree. I was teaching as a teacher assistant, making $14,000 whopping dollars annually. My husband was going back to college at the time, and everything sucked. Everything was against me. I was never gonna do anything. I can't believe I wasted all this time and energy and money on getting a degree, getting 2-3 degrees, and here I was. What a failure. That's what I told myself. It was awful. I remember one night we lived in a very small apartment in a very small town, and my son's bedroom, no kidding, was smaller than my current master closet. Now, it's not a huge closet. I don't want you to think I have this enormous, ridiculous closet. It's not that big. That just tells you how small his room was. Tiny. Well, one night we ran out of heat. Upstate New York, 20 below zero, propane heat, we ran out. It was a Friday. Supposed to be celebrating the success of the week, and here we are, we're going into the weekend. Well, everything was against me again. Can't get money to get propane, gonna freeze to death, my poor baby. So I got my baby out of his crib. He was a few months old at the time. My husband, my child, and I snuggled under many blankets in our very, very cold house. Couldn't get emergency heat. You have to have money for that. Couldn't get anything. Called my landlord, told him the sweet man brought over a temporary 100-pound propane tank, plugged that baby in, got our house warmed up, and brought us out to breakfast while our house warmed up. First act of kindness that large I had ever experienced. And I loved it. And it was impactful. His name was Jim Durham. And I will never forget this man. He's still alive. I looked him up recently. But that was the first massively, amazingly thoughtful, kind thing anyone had ever done for me. And I was so thankful. And I think that was the trigger. That was the catalyst to what began my journey of positivity and removing doubt from my life. Fast forward 15 years. At this point, it is my feeling like it's my duty to share with people that you do not have to think the world is on your shoulders and everything is against you. At this point in my life, obviously I have challenges. I bet you have challenges. Everybody has stuff. We got stuff, and the stuff sucks. But if we look at this stuff sucks, I can't wait until when that stuff is going to be over. And then when you have that in your mind and you have this beautiful, clear image of whatever that stuff is, and I want you to take a minute and think, what is in your life right now that's really stressing you out? There's something. I mean, it might not be horrible, and people might say, first world problems. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's stressing you out, it's bothersome. Doesn't matter who you are, how you're raised, where you live. If it's stressing you out, it's bothersome. So why not fix it? Think about it for a moment. How I started my journey, I'm not even kidding. This is what I used to do. I still do it occasionally. I find that I don't really need to anymore, but I would go, I'm so angry. I was very hot-headed, easy to snap. Something I work on daily. I never want to go back to that person. It doesn't help me, doesn't help my husband, doesn't help my children, doesn't help my relationships. It's not a good place to be. So I did a training, and I remember the coach was like, I want you to think about this anger that you're feeling. Is it gonna matter tonight when you go to bed? And I was like, yeah, I'm probably still gonna be mad about it. Okay, is it gonna matter next Saturday? And I was like, I don't know, probably not, I don't know. But sometimes it is going to bother you in a week. So then push it out another month. Will this be bothering me in a month? If the answer is no, then why waste those negative feelings and that negative energy that eats at you, and it just makes you and puts you in a bad mood, puts you in a bad situation to deal with other people, to deal with yourself. And then when you're in a bad mood, any little thing, little molehill becomes a freaking mountain, when that molehill could be an easy heel to the mound and a nice flat out. Like you can get rid of it if you know how, if you have the skills to get rid of it. So ask yourself, next time or right now you have that thing that's bothering you, is it going to matter tomorrow? Is it going to matter in a week? Is it going to matter in a month? Is it going to matter in a year? Keep pushing it out until you can solidly, confidently say, nah, actually it's not. So at that point, instead of continuing to focus on that negative feeling, say, it's not going to bother me forever. So what can I do right now to help fix it? If it's something that you actually have the control over, where you can actually take an action and start working on fixing it, that's great. Not all problems have action steps that you are in control of. And I'm thinking like health, and health is a big one. It's really difficult when it's something that's stressful with that. If it's a health situation, maybe you can focus on what you can do now to feel better. Or if it's somebody that you love, what can you do for them to help them feel better right now? And then it feels a little bit better. But rather than letting all of those emotions, those negative stuffs get on you and sit on your chest like a damn elephant, push it off a little bit and say, no, I'm going to focus on what's good. I'm going to focus on the things that I am grateful for right now. I am going to focus on things that make me happy. And think over the last 24 hours just now. What things have happened in your life that you're grateful for, that you're thankful for, that made you happy? Be able to focus on those and continuing to practice this. When you're continuing to practice feeling good, your confidence increases, your self-doubt decreases, your ability to handle difficult situation goes through the roof, and now you are armed and you are ready to take on everything. Anything. You're ready. You're practiced. This is not an overnight success. This is a journey, but I believe in you. I believe in your ability to not be dwelling on the negative. I believe in your ability to turn things from crap to good or better. I believe in your ability to create an action plan for yourself to get out of the hole and out of the rut and start feeling great. And if you're interested, I do have a workshop. It is dear to my heart. I have put everything I know, everything I love into this to help people build confidence. It's focused on helping network marketers, but it's absolutely applicable to anybody who is not feeling like they are the best selves. If you are not feeling like you are your best self, then why would you want to stay in that spot? Do you want to stay unhappy and miserable? Do you want to be impacted so negatively by any little molehill that you could easily put your heel on? Or do you want that molehill to become a mountain so that you can woe is me in the misery that is happening around you? It is your choice. I would be happy to have you. The link is in the description. And even if you choose not to join in, I do hope that you find some sort of something that I have shared with you that you're going to try to implement. You're going to try to see those silver linings and not focus on the negative. Have a good day.